Hello there. Aloha, everyone. Welcome to the Local My Life again. And so, hope everyone's had an awesome week. And it is Friday for many of you guys. You guys are all ready to the weekend, so we're all set. For a couple of us still out here in Hawaii time zone, you got about another hour and a half, 2 hours, depending on what schedule you have to follow. So I hope everyone's had a great week. I myself have had a fun one, getting used to all sorts of stuff and getting a lot of work done around the house. Had a little bit of good news this week. One of my pups had babies, and we had 3 little healthy babies, 2 girls, 1 boy. And also, I am very excited and happy that Mom is doing amazing. We were worried there for a little while. So for all of you who sent a prayer up for her, thank you. Thank you so much. And Rosalie, I just noticed you came in. Thank you. I have been enjoying Rosalie. Rosalie has been doing some amazing stuff on her channel the last few days. I mean, I was lucky enough to see, oh, sorry, by the way, you're going to be seeing this nice little bruise here. I had a medical test I had to have an echocardiogram over the week. And they had to give me an IV for it. And I bruise easily. Very easily. So that is the reason for Mr. Bruise on the hand, because I just noticed it shows up. So, but yeah, no, Rosaline has been doing amazing things on her channel. Not only has she done some great stuff on the graphics and stuff that I still need to work on, and but she's just really put together this great atmosphere. If you're looking for a place that you can go, chill out, depending on the subject of the day, whether it's Terror Thursdays, okay, Sunday, she's got a great day for calming down. She's got some great things going on over there, so please go over there. Okay, Rosaline, you got a wrench, please feel free to throw your link in there. Yay! And definitely go visit her channel there. Susan, thank you for coming. And also, oh my gosh, it's good to see all you guys. I get to see you guys in chats and stuff like that, but to be able to talk to you guys this way always is so much more fun. And also, happy you made it, Susan. And also, anyhow, yeah, this week has been interesting. It's been a week of a lot of different things going on, but I decided, as I'm going to try to do each week, is to focus on each of these agreements. Okay, for those of you who may be new here, we are actually discussing the book, The 4 Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. Not Miguel Ruiz, I should fix that someday and have the full name there. And but he has been an amazing author who put together a book. Seriously, we're talking a couple decades ago now. Yet, if you go into your Apple, okay, on iPad, Apple Books, it is still like number 5 or 6 on the self-help or the mind-body area. It's just amazing how many decades it's been, and he still has this book up there. It tells you exactly what it's about. It's really has touched people over the years. For those of you who have been wanting to know what it looks like, that is what it looks like. And it's based off of Toltec wisdom. So this is wisdom that has been with us for generations, centuries. And it's lasted all that long because it speaks to people, it is easy to follow, and you can make changes in your life by just following it. So last week we talked about our word. Our word has power. Okay, just as a reminder, our word has power. Everything we say, everything everyone else says has power. It has the power to hurt people. It has the power to heal people. It has the power to destroy people. And due to that, with any type of power that a person has, okay, whether it be power within a family, for a country, okay, a group of people and friends, with power comes responsibility. And we have responsibility with our word. We need to be impeccable with our word, true to ourselves, true to other people. we need to speak with this honesty and not with poison, not with, as he terms it, black magic. And so all week I've been kind of trying to look at that. Okay, and yes, thank you, Rosaline. And oh, that's awesome. There is a PDF version which Rosaline has put into the chat. Check it out. Okay, check it out. If you would like to go beyond that because get an extra copy or say thanks to the author, definitely go Kindle. Okay, anywhere else that you want and take a look at buying it. Also, it's really cheap. I think it's like $6.99. But there's the link, and I really do. I mean, you have no excuse. Nice, easy version to get. No problem there. So please click that link, and I'll download it, start reading it. So I've been looking at my word this last week, and I've caught myself quite a few times with what I've said, not quite being impeccable. Other times I've been able to stop myself. As all of you guys know, I'll sit there in chats at times on lives, and oh my God. You talk about a hard time to be impeccable with your word. Woo. And there's been a few times that I have hit that. I have actually worn out the lettering on my delete and back button, I think. Sometimes I've let things go through. But those are the things I keep trying to come back and figure out, okay, what am I saying? How can I change it? Did I think before I said it? All those things. All of this leads, though, to the next subject. The next agreement, which is don't take anything personally. Oh boy. And this has been the one I have been excited to talk about, but also been scared to death to talk about because this is probably my hardest one. And this next week, focusing on this is going to be extremely hard for me to do, but very important that I do. Because this one, I'll be honest, probably is at the base of 80% of what I deal with on a daily basis. Okay, I try to be careful with my words, but the one thing that I really let get away with me is I take things personally. Oh no, Susan starts buffering every time she starts to comment. Oh my gosh, is the computer making you look at your words or anything like that? So, no, oh my God, I hope it fixes itself quick. I swear, YouTube and StreamYard has been so weird lately. And also, so definitely looking at taking things personally. And sorry, my mom just got on the phone upstairs. So hopefully you won't be hearing her much. And we did talk earlier, but I think she may have forgotten. But anyhow, don't take things personally. Okay. I spend most of my day, every time someone says something to me, I take an issue where I have to step back and think things through and figure out, oh my God, okay, no, they're not saying that about me. Yes, they use my name, but is it really about me or is it about them? That girl, thanks for coming, my dear. And with the purple hearts. I love purple, if you can't tell. And thanks for coming, that girl. And so thank you, Rosaline. And she actually got off the phone. She remembered. I got a good mom. Most people know I moved in with my mom when my dad passed away. And she's very independent and all that. But we have an awesome time together. We really have an awesome time together. And I love every moment of it. Well, I thought she was off, but she's now talking again, so maybe not. And also, hey, Heather, thanks for joining, girl. And oh, that girl. I love you guys. You guys are awesome. And that's what makes it easier when we're working on issues like this is when you got a good group of people that you can talk with, okay, and be around and help each other. Because as I said last night in the gossip discussion that I posted last night, a lot of times I don't catch my own gossip. I need someone else to kind of say, whoa, girls, slow down. That's stepping over into gossip versus just informing people or different things. Or you're talking bad about yourself. Stop it, girl. Stop it. Okay. No more talking bad about yourself. Okay. Things on that level. So let me ask you guys, all of us have dealt with people calling us a name, saying something to us. It affects us differently depending on who it is. So let's start with the easiest one. Say you're walking down the street, okay, walking down the street, and some stranger who's actually over on the other side of the street on top of everything else sits there and calls you an idiot, or even worse, okay? Okay, they go say, oh, you fucking idiot, or something like that. And you listen to this. What do you think inside yourself? Okay, everyone's probably going to be different with this one, because some people are at a point in their lives where they can say, oh my God, what the hell is up with them? They know immediately that, how can this person know anything about me? I've never seen them in my life. What do they know about me? I mean, we've seen each other for maybe, 3 seconds while we're walking? Okay, what is he, able to read minds or something like that? Some of us, though, on the other hand, are going to immediately start thinking, oh shit, what did I do? Someone just called me an idiot, so I must have done something wrong right now. What the hell did I just do? Is it, did I hit someone? Did I cut someone off? Am I wearing something wrong? Are my clothes okay? Okay, no. Is my fly up? Okay, all those things. Okay, why are we stuck in this idea that as soon as someone says something, it must be true? Okay, yes, Rosaline, is it true? Is it kind? Is it necessary? Very true there. When people speak, again, their words have power. Okay, their words are magic, and gossip, negative comments, things like that are black magic. Okay, they also consider it this, their words are poison. So if someone walks up to you and hands you this vial of poison, hey there, how would you like a drink? Are you going to drink it? It's got the skull, crossbones, and all this stuff on it. You know, just by looking at it, it's bad. Are you going to drink that? I don't think any of us would drink that. Okay, we probably wouldn't even drink it without the skull and crossbones, but definitely skull and crossbones, no drink. So when we hear this negative stuff, this poison coming out of their mouths, why are we so willing to drink it? Why are we so willing to take that to heart? Because the moment we take it to heart, it's acting like poison does. It's destroying us inside. It's making us question ourselves. It's making us feel bad about ourselves. What's the difference here? Why are we willing to take someone's word, but we would not take something that they give us that we know is poison? Something to think about there when I heard it that way. Part of the reason for that is something called personal importance. Personal importance, first of all, don't take anything personally. Personal importance is something that from the beginning, when we start growing up, becoming people of our own, we start seeing ourselves more and more as the center of the universe. I don't know if any of you guys were like this growing up. I've never said this publicly, but I remember growing up and thinking at times that I was living in this movie. Hi, Dawn. Welcome. And listening is great. Listening is definitely great. And yeah, it was weird. I thought I was living in this movie. And every one of you guys around me were not real. This is when I was younger. Now I know you're real, but it's still this kind of, you're co-stars in a movie. Our lives become our own personal movie. Okay, and it's part of domestication. It's so funny. I was embarrassed about that for years, to sit there and say that I felt like the world revolved around me as a child. And as I've gotten older, it's that feeling of, yes, I'm close to people, even my own family members I'm close to, and I can't see life without them. But there's a difference in how I feel about myself being in the world and other people being in the world. And I thought that was bad of me for feeling that way. And then when I read the book and started hearing about things like your own personal movie, I was like, oh shit, this isn't just you. This is normal. These are really normal things that we all do. We see the world as us, me. It's a selfish thing, yes, but it's also what allows us to succeed and grow. Well, not grow all the time, but succeed, live, survive when you are concerned about yourself. So we see everything through me. And because of that, when other people come to us and start giving us comments, the first thing we want to think is, oh, they're telling us something about ourselves at that point. Because again, it's about me. If someone comes here and tells me, oh my God, you're the most amazing person in the world, Loco. I mean, I have never met someone as wonderful and amazing as you. You know what? I want to eat that up. Okay, it's amazing. So the world's about me. Okay, it's my own personal movie, and now I've got co-stars telling me this. Hey, Amber, and everyone's telling me this stuff. So, oh, it must be true. But then it also must be true when people are sitting there and saying, you know what, Loco, you are the biggest jackass in the world. I mean, I don't understand why people even spend time with you because you are such a fucking bitch or something like that. What's the first thing I think again? Okay, the world revolves around me again. They're telling me the truth. I am that fucking bitch that they just mentioned. So this idea of personal importance, our personal movie. Uh-oh, am I roboting? I hope I'm not roboting. And so we'll see. We'll see if that happens. I hope it goes away pretty quickly. As we go on, we start thinking, okay, it's got to be about me and that personal importance. Okay, perfect. It's better now. Perfect. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. I'm like, I don't think we got anyone else using the internet right now, but you never know, do you? So we think it's about ourselves. What we forget about, though, is where we are in our own personal movie, everyone else is in their own personal movie. Okay? Every one of you in chat right now are in your own personal movie. And you see everything that same way. So when you're coming out, or when someone is coming out and saying, hey, Loco, you're a fucking bitch, you know what? They're not talking to me as part of my movie. They're talking as part of their movie. They're talking with all of their own baggage, with their own agreements that they've made with themselves over their whole life, their own insecurities, their own concerns about things. Okay, most of the time they're talking about something they're concerned about within themselves, not me. But I sit and accept that for myself as against me. So, yeah, of course, Amber, we know the world revolves around you. And so, actually, when we all get into chat, each of us get into our own world, and it's so funny to watch at times. And it's so funny. I love this group. And but yeah, it doesn't have anything to do with us. It's their thoughts, their opinions, their actions. Okay, not ours. They're dealing with whatever is going on within themselves by throwing out this poison, this negativity. Okay, anger is thrown out at everyone else. So, yes, that girl. I'm out here in the middle. I got my lava going back there, and I got, yes. Actually, it is true. We have some bad service at times, but in general, not too bad. We have Spectrum out here, which I won't go into SPs, but whatever. And also, so I think it's important when we start seeing this, and I see this a lot on YouTube, guys, where people, and I've done it myself many times, someone makes a comment, and because they didn't use a name, and I just happened to be chatting at the time, I think it must be about me. Accidentally, a couple of you guys even in the chat know about this story where I've accidentally been muted because someone hit the wrong button before me or after me. And I went off into a full almost breakdown that I had been muted and everything. It had nothing to do with me. But what was the first thing I did was, oh, fuck, I just totally screwed up, and everyone hates me now, and I'm not allowed to talk, and what the hell and I actually went into analyzing everything I had said up to then. What did I say that pissed people off? Oh my God, what did I do? And I start texting people. Oh my gosh, I didn't mean to do anything. I'm sorry if I did that and everything. And I'm like, later on, no, they meant to mute the person below me and accidentally muted me. Poor Amber Ann. I deleted one of her comments the other day. It had nothing to do with her. I meant to delete the one below it, but my finger went wacko. Actually, chat went wacko at that point is what happened. But it's those of you who are riches out there know exactly what I'm talking about. It happens. And all of us have said something, or we hear someone say something and we start taking it personally because, again, the world revolves around us. So if something has happened, it must have been related to something we did. So as we're looking at that, yeah, that girl, it is definitely an amazing book. And I'm not sure if you saw it, but those of you who came in later, Rosaline actually put a link to a download for this book. You could also buy it off of iBooks or Kindle or something. I think it's like $6.99. I need to verify that price, but it's real cheap. There's a couple books in the series actually, but if you just get the first one to start with, you're good. And then you can go on. Okay, there's the fifth agreement and all that. Okay, so we're all talking to ourselves and we hear things all the time. And I'm telling you, don't listen to it. Don't listen to it. It's a bunch of crap. It's them talking about themselves, things like that. Okay, but once in a while, someone throws out a positive comment. Okay, those things. Oh my God, you're the most amazing person. You're so sweet. You're this, you're that, you're all these things. And if we're not supposed to be listening and taking things personally on negative levels, are we supposed to do it on the positive levels? This is where some of the confusion becomes, because we're always willing to listen to the positive side of things. Okay, we're always wanting to hear how awesome we are. Every one of us. I love those strokes. Okay, maybe it's the actress in me from years ago or whatever, but I mean, I love it when people sit there and say great things about me. It makes me feel great. But if I'm not going to take negative, positive, okay, personally, should I be taking the positive? Well, you know what? In the same way that they're talking about themselves, okay, they're talking about themselves with some of the positive also. If you think about it, if someone is saying, oh, you are this way, yes, they are talking about something within you that they see. Okay, but it is colored again by their own agreements, their own feelings about what they see, how they see the world. Okay, what they find important. If someone goes and tells you you're the most beautiful person that they've seen, they've got their own agreements that back that up. And it doesn't necessarily match with your own. In the end, you have to have those beliefs and those agreements within yourself. So if you're not going to listen to the negative, listening to the positive can be just as dangerous because it's building up other stuff in your head. And you need to know deep down within yourself, I'm a beautiful person. Okay, I've got a gorgeous, smile, or my hair is awesome, or I am always there for everyone. You've got to know those things deep down within yourself. And then from there, you can move on. But the whole idea of accepting anything blatantly is going to start coloring what is going on deep inside of you. But that ties into the whole thing. Okay, if someone's telling you positive stuff and you're listening to it, or you're not listening to it, or negative, so all those things, there's that other side of taking things personally. And that is those two little angel devils on your shoulders, okay, who are sitting there telling you, oh, you're the most amazing thing in the world, or oh, you are the biggest piece of shit in the world. Okay, they're in there. Our brain is an amazing thing. It will have arguments with each other. I mean, seriously, how many times have you been sitting down and you can hear, okay, these thoughts in your head about going back and forth about, should I do this or should I do that? If I do this, this is going to happen. If I do that, that is going to happen. And okay, our mind gets into this idea. And yeah, that girl, you have a problem listening no matter what. And that becomes part of the fun. And is, what do you listen to? I mean, you can't listen to everything, but you do have to listen to parts of it. So how do you go about listening to what's going on, and what do you listen to? We talked about gossip yesterday in the recorded video I did. And I mentioned the idea, hey, Grayson, no worry about being late. No worry whatsoever. We're getting to the good stuff anyhow. Hey, Gulf Coast Mama, yay, everyone's making it, yes. Thank you guys for making it. Yeah, no, we've been talking about today not taking things personally. And we've been talking about other people saying stuff to us. Now we're talking about ourselves saying things to ourselves. And so I mentioned in yesterday's video about internal gossip. We are our worst enemies. How many times have you caught yourself cutting yourself down, lessening your own importance in the world? And so how often do you find yourself doing those things? Gossiping, not with everyone else, but with yourself. Okay, whether it be about others or yourself. Don't listen to that gossip. Okay, that gossip is going to pull you down just as much, if not worse, than the gossip coming in from other people. Because I got news for you. Remember, me, me, me. The world revolves around me, my own personal movie. I'm okay. If you're telling yourself this stuff that's negative, you're going to really start hurting from all that. And the same point, if you go telling yourself all this positive stuff that you know damn well is not right, okay, that can be just as hurtful because you're not growing. Because in your eyes, you've already reached that end step. So why do I need to work any harder? Now, saying that, you do need to talk positive. We hear about positive affirmations, things like that. I'm not talking on that level. Okay, positive affirmations are given to yourself as a way to grow and to continue becoming the person that you should be. Okay, you are not sitting there saying these things, your inner monologue, exactly, Gulf Coast Mama. When you're doing the affirmations, you're not saying this stuff, okay, as I am. Okay, it's not with a cockiness to it that I've already reached all this. You're saying it as a way of talking to yourself, letting yourself know that you have this potential in you. Okay. And that's where the things change with positive comments. Okay. If you're going to go positive, negative comments to yourself, okay, we want to keep growing. I think this is where I'm trying to get at. We want to keep growing at all times. And when you're growing, you have to be willing to listen to yourself and look at your weaknesses so that you can turn them into strengths, make them better, become better. So you do have to listen to yourself when you are saying to yourself, you know what, this is a big issue you have. Okay, procrastination maybe. Okay, many people deal with that. Okay, it's okay to tell yourself, you know what, you are a procrastinator. Locally, you're a procrastinator. Okay, but there's a difference between that and you're a procrastinator. These are things you need to do to start fixing it. And you're a fucking procrastinator. You never get anything right. See the difference in that tone? And so that's what we need to be looking at. The positive affirmations, Rosaline, that's where we're taking the thing and, okay, you know what? I'm going to work on my procrastination. So I am going to tell myself I am able to get things done on time and look at what needs to happen in the future quicker. I am good at that. I am going to be able to do this. So it's the difference in tone. We talk about tone quite often, and that's where tone comes into play. So differences, okay, another one. Okay, let's take it this way. Moms. I know there's a lot of moms out there in chat right now. Okay. Almost every mother at one point or another is going to question something about themselves as a parent. I'm a horrible mother. Okay. I let my kids go off to school with a piece of pizza and pop. Let's take it to that point. Okay. You can get all down yourself about doing that and be just complaining to yourself, complaining to your friends. Hey, Catlin, you're late, but you made it. And that's all that matters. You made it. Thanks for coming. And you can be very negative about that, telling all your friends what a horrible mom you were for doing that stuff. And but that's not becoming horrible cat mom. I know, I do, but Cassie's right here right now. And I'm like, oh my God, I didn't do this for you. I didn't do that for you. Or you can turn it around and start thinking, okay, you know what? That was not a great decision as a mom to do. So let's see what else we can do. Okay, how else can I change this? How can I ensure that the kids get a good, healthy breakfast when they head out? Understanding, well, you know what? Maybe the reason why they had that is you had a super important meeting that you had to get to work at. And those are the things that you had going on. So it's not this negative, condescending comment that you're making to yourself, but you're turning that weakness that you had into a project on your journey to become a better person. So I was trying to figure out, okay, going back to hearing when people think things about you, they say things to you about yourself. How can we stop this thought process? Because I can't sometimes tell the difference between what is important to listen to and what's not important to listen to. And I heard this on another channel that really kind of made sense to me. How many of you guys have ever actually been at, say, McDonald's? Okay, since we're on fast food and stuff like that, let's keep it McDonald's. You order your meal, and then you take that walk over to the other side where you pick up your meal. And you're standing there, and all of a sudden there's a tray there with something on it. And you ordered the fillet of fish and a French fry and a Coke. And it's a Big Mac, French fry, and a Coke. So you don't go picking it up. And all of a sudden the lady calls and says, ma'am, this is yours here. And you're like, no, it's not. Oh, yeah. No, this was yours. You're number 65, yeah? Yeah, I'm 65, but that's not mine. Well, no, that's what you... No, that's not what I ordered. I ordered a fillet of fish, a Coke, and a French fry. Put that into terms of when people come and tell you you're that asshole, or what you did in chat the other day, or a comment you made on your live was ridiculous, and they go on an attack or something like that. Okay, you know what you ordered. You know down deep inside already what you ordered. What they're telling you is not what that order was. Okay, you're not going to accept that Big Mac. Why would you accept this other thing? Okay, so backing that off and saying, yeah, you know what? No, this is not my order. I am not going to accept this order. This is what I ordered. And you can address it on that level. Okay, not taking it personally, knowing that it's whatever that person has within themselves that they're talking about. So before we finish this, what I wanted to do is real quickly, actually, with chat, before we get into the last bit, any ideas How can you guys in chat right now, and I'll give you a couple minutes to think, well, not minutes, but we'll see until I get feeling very weird sitting up here in silence. Let's put it that way. How can you recognize put it this way. You've recognized that someone is coming at you with this bad information, okay, with that Big Mac. How are you going to approach that so you don't take it personally? Okay, and you just stop it right there. What are some things you can do for yourself when you hear these things? So I'll just give a second here and see if anyone has any ideas, because that's what we're going to work on this week. Okay, while you guys are typing things in. Discord, I'll make sure that I have Discord linked in the comments here or something later on. I'll make sure to put it down, or email me if you don't have access to Discord and would like it, because we're trying to use Discord as a place we can talk about these things and help each other. Because I know myself, I can't do it alone. I need other people. So anyone have any ideas? What do you do? Okay, because I know we've all been on the other side of that. Okay, we've been on the other side of gossip. We talked about gossip last night. And you hear these comments come at you, and you've got a decision whether you accept them or not. How do you make the decision that I'm not going to listen to it, this is who I am, and I'm going to move on from there? Rosaline, I remind myself that they don't know me well enough to make such a comment, and I ask they would explain it further. That's actually good. That's actually really good, Rosaline. I think a lot of times that's where part of the problem occurs, is that sometimes we just have not understood their side of the communication, especially on YouTube, Discords, Messenger, things like that, because we don't see the body going, body is huge. Whether a person is reacting, with their arms crossed, or all the different body language things, is a huge thing there. So yeah, help me understand what you're trying to tell me right now. Okay, what is it you're trying to, instead of immediately putting your guard up and shutting down and refusing to let that go on. So your phrase that you use is help me understand what you're trying to tell me. That's awesome, actually. Actually, I'm happy you brought that one up. I like that one a lot. And so Don, it's just an opinion. Yeah, it's just their opinion. It's their opinion that's just covered by their own, agreements, their own past, their own bad day, maybe. Okay, so many of those things. That girl, actually, I think that's a good one. I've just decided not to even listen. But what I've been dealing with is extreme in real life with situations that count. I agree with Rosalind. And that's a good point. There is a whole continuum of these comments. Everything from the part where, it might be a misunderstanding, and that there might be something that is not being quite understood. And if you can clarify that, it helps. So that is a definite possibility out there. It can also be the far end that, this person does not like you, or you don't like them, or you just don't see eye to eye anymore, especially, on YouTube. I've seen this in like 7 or 8 different situations recently where things just aren't meshing anymore. And what happens, we all talk about this, that, the drama continues drama. And sometimes it's better just to say, you know what? I'm pushing up on my side. This is pushing up on that side. And you know what? We're not getting anywhere. Let's just stop this where it is. And I know where I stand because I believe in who I am. And I know you stand where you stand because you believe in who you are. And that's fine. That is totally fine, because we're all at different points in our lives. We're all dealing with shit that has changed who we are and how we deal with things. And I am not always the best in solving my own shit, but I'm hopefully learning from that. So in those cases, honestly, sometimes the best thing to do is just say, this is good. I need to back off because it's just going to keep growing and growing and growing. So I think that was a good one. And you follow, or my brain doesn't get it. laugh. I use humor to, humor is actually good. I did not mention that yesterday in my chat, in my little recorded thing. One thing you can do, it's not just you got your walking away, changing subject, things like that. Humor can also often help tremendously because you're changing a subject. Okay, because that humor kind of, you're still going on this level, but the humor kind of pulls it this way, and then you can keep pulling it until you're onto a different subject completely. So that one's definitely good. Dawn, this is a hard one for me because it takes a lot for me to get butt hurt. Yeah. I don't know, Dawn, if this is what you kind of mean. Myself, I tend to hold things in until I blow. And when I blow, you don't want to be around when I blow. And that's a fault of mine. It's something I always have to work on. Because if I had been giving people warnings up ahead, if I had been open with them and honest with them from the get-go, we may never gotten to the point where we got. But because I was so scared, in my case, this is me, only me, I'm worried I'm going to hurt their feelings by speaking up to them. I don't speak up, and then I really hurt them. And that becomes my fault at that point. So I don't know if that's how it works with you, but with me, yeah. I don't say things until, you might see me get very quiet or things like that, but I don't say much in those cases until I just hit it. And it's hard to stop at that point. That's the hardest part, of stopping it. So I think, no, you guys are awesome. I mean, the ideas that you guys come up with, I got a couple ones there. And I mean, Rosalind, your little phrase that you use, help me understand what you're trying to tell me. If you're early in that thing, if I was using that earlier in misunderstandings, if I had used that term earlier, I probably wouldn't have blown up. Okay, days, weeks later, when it finally just hit the point where I could not handle what I called stupidity or whatever anymore. And if I had just approached the issue and asked them, what is it you're trying to say? So that's the whole idea. As we're working, we need to work this week. Let's come into Facebook, Discord. Let's talk about this. Let's try to figure out how we can help each other. I'll try to come up with questions I can throw out for everyone. Let's help each other when we're in chats with each other, when we're in phone calls with each other, things like that. Let's help each other. Let's ask our family members. If you see me doing something like this, can you please let me know? Because I need someone to remind me before it gets to be too much. Dawn, yes, very true. I'm more talk about it immediately and understand their feelings still matter. So how can I help fix it? Yeah. And I think a lot of us here are the type we want to help other people. And that's why we don't say things right away, because we're worried we're going to destroy them rather than help them. Yet in the end, we hurt them even more because we did not address things as it was popping up. I'm really guilty of that, badly guilty of that. And yeah, Rosalie, none of us change overnight. It's not going to change overnight. Like I said yesterday, okay, make a promise to yourself that you're going to, on the gossip stuff, you're going to go one day without it. Well, forget that. That's hard enough to go one day. I'm going to go 1 hour. Okay, I'm going to go 2 hours. I'm going to build up. I'm going to go through a whole night of not participating in any of the gossip. Okay, and you build up from there. Okay, yes, Amber, it looks like we got a lot of work to do. Yeah. just us. Yeah, you're good. Yeah, no. No, that's what's good, because this group brings up things. And when things get too heavy, which it does very often, I tend to go heavy quite often. Humor's not my easiest front. Okay, I tend to go to serious or ignore. So I appreciate people, Amber. I actually appreciate you a lot for your humor, because it kind of brings me out of that seriousness all the time. And I do appreciate that. And also, as we go do that, we'll do that next week. We're going to move on to number 3. Okay, number 3 is don't make assumptions. Fun. Last night there was a live where there were so many assumptions going on. It was freaking crazy. And also, don't make assumptions. So that's going to be another one that we can get into. And all of these are building on each other. Okay? Be impeccable with your word. Don't take anything personally. Next, don't make assumptions. Okay, so we'll talk about that next week. We'll slowly start leading up to it as we discuss things. Before we close this out and I open up panel and potential Friday night at the YT Cantina, if anyone's free, if anyone's not, that's fine too. It's fine no matter what. I did bring down my crafts just in case, but totally up to you guys. I know that I hope it's okay for me to say something, my dear. But one of you out there is thinking about going live about some stuff. So I don't want to say it out loud in case they change their mind. Feel free to post about it in chat if you are definitely doing it. And also, I don't want to pass out bad information. And also, before we finish up, what I want all of us to try to do right now is we're going to make a deal with each other, with ourselves, more or less, though, that we're going to remember this week, it is not about me. Oh, you're going to do tomorrow evening. Thank you, that girl. That's awesome. Thank you. That girl was thinking about doing a live, and it sounds like it's going to be a great live. So when she posts about it, please go see it tomorrow because it's really going to be cool. I don't know everything about it right now. All I know is that she gave me a little hint, and it's got me wondering now. And I understand. There you go, that girl. I get this point where I go and do a live without thinking, and then God knows what I say. We can actually definitely do Cantina, and I can actually set up that way it becomes 2 different recorded videos and all that. So that's an option. So before I finish that part up, how many of you would like to connect up? What I'm going to do is maybe we can do it in, say, 20 minutes or so. We can set up our YT Cantina night, YouTube Cantina night. If you want to bring crafts, bring crafts. If you want to do your nails, Gold Coast Mama, you can do your nails. And everyone just have fun. Okay, I did upgrade my StreamYard, so we can bring in more people, which is awesome. And also, going back to our promise for each other now. This is where I need every one of you to get ready to type something if you are going to promise this to yourself. You're not making the promise to each other. It's to yourself. That you are going to remind yourself whenever you hear something this week, it's not about you. It's about that person. You're going to take that step back and remember that. So what I want everyone to do is in chat, oh, hell, forget that. There you go. Let's yell. Let's scream it out to the world. Okay, it's not about me. You can yell this right now if you want to in your own house. Okay, you can go ahead and you can right now. Sorry, I'm typing. Okay, I got to hit caps lock for that. It's not about me. Bingo. And promise yourself right now. You hear shit this week, it is not about you. Okay? If you see a friend and they are okay with you telling them, because I don't want people to get bossy and stuff like that around here, but if you see me doing it, let me know so that I can start training myself. It's not about me. It's about someone else. And that's fine. That's their issues to deal with, and they'll deal with them the same way I will deal with my own issues. Bingo. Mic drop. Boom. There it is. We're set. And I will post it as another live. I will go ahead and schedule it right now. Is, say, 25 minutes from now good? For me, it'll be 4:15. I don't know what it'll be for everyone else, but would that give people time to get their drinks? Because, yes, it's time to bring out the good old drinks and your crafts and whatever you want. And let's have some fun tonight. and enjoy living and just each other's company. And I'll post it. I'll post it in the Discord and all that also. So I love you guys. You guys are awesome. And yes, I actually just made it through. What is the snow? And I'll find out in a second. I actually made it through a whole live without this little dog being yappy. Oh, hour? Does everyone want a full hour? Just real quick idea on that. I can go an hour. Put your guys' ideas in there. And they're in an hour. Okay, let's do an hour. That way everyone can grab some dinner. For those of you who need dinner, I did just realize it's dinner time for some. So we will do, actually, yeah, we'll do 1 hour from now. And also, everyone, okay, I'm saying girls, but I mean girls and guys. Okay, there could definitely be some guys out there. And I definitely, some of my best friends right there, guys. Okay, I hang out with them. So when I say girls, I mean all of you. Okay, I really appreciate all the time that you guys give me. Coming to my channel, that means something to me, actually, that you would take the time out of your day to spend with me and help me with my own issues as I try to go through all this. So thank y'all. Okay, thank you all so much. And we will see each other at Friday night at the YT Cantina in 1 hour. Get your goodies, and we will see you then. Before we finish, make sure if you're not subscribed, subscribe, hit that thumbs up, hit that bell, join Discord if you have not, or email me if you need a link, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.